YouTube, thank you for stopping by Beauty Passion Fashion. I'm Miss Portia, and today I decided to do a video all about transitioning from relaxed hair to natural hair without doing the big chop. So, I want to fill you guys in on what worked for me through this whole transitioning period. I know it could be kind of frustrating, but I really didn't want to do the big chop, so here are a few tips that I'm going to share with you on your journey. So first things first, I had my first relaxer at age 9, and I maintained that all the way up until age 19, so about 10 years. And at that time my hair was kind of brittle. I guess I just woke up one day and just decided I want to be natural. And it all stemmed off of, I guess, a coworker at work. She had this beautiful afro. It was like a really nice curly afro that I absolutely just loved. And I was asking her, how do you get your hair like that? And she told me that, oh, well, 3 years ago I had a relaxer just like you. And I really couldn't believe it. I was like, this is just gonna take forever. I can't stand this. I'm not gonna do it. But I guess it was time for me to do it. And I transitioned, and 2 years later I was like fully natural. And it was kind of crazy because I really didn't know how to maintain natural hair. So here are a few tips that I'm going to share with you on the transition process, and basically how I maintain natural hair now. So tip number 1, when you're transitioning, it is really important to get a lot of trims. Now for me, there wasn't like a set amount of time to get a trim per year. Like, I just did it whenever I felt like I could deal with it. So a little trick that I used to kind of go by is, let's say I wanted to maintain a hair length of like my shoulder length. Once I got maybe like 2 inches past my shoulder, I would cut off those 2 inches, and you would see 2 inches of new growth, natural hair, because I wasn't perming or relaxing or anything like that. So you grow 2 inches, cut that, and you get 2 more inches, and I kept doing that until it was like completely out of my head, the perm or the relaxer. So it took about 2 years because I grew, I'm gonna say, maybe 6 inches every year, so about 12 inches, which is kind of where my hair length is now. So get a trim whenever you feel you need it, or whenever you can deal with it, or if you want to maintain a certain length. Okay, that helps me a whole lot. Tip number 2 is really, really vital, because this has a lot to do with keeping the health of your hair, I guess allowing it to stay strong through this really, really fragile time. And that's maintaining moisture. Okay, during my whole transitioning process, my new growth was really weak, so it was important for me to always have my hair moisturized, whether it's with a conditioner or like a leave-in conditioner, a cream, or anything like that, water, just any type of moisture is really important, because you don't want your hair to get dry. Then it's like, that's a wrap. You're gonna say, I might as well have cut my hair because it's falling out anyway. So moisture, people, you want your hair to be very, very moisturized. Tip number 3 is deep condition, and this is really important as well. This kind of coincides with moisture, because deep conditioning is going to help your hair to get stronger through this fragile time. So do a lot of deep conditioning any chance you get, or anytime you want to wash your hair, deep condition, and you can use any form, it really doesn't matter. Step number 4 is to take some vitamins. You have biotin, which is really, really good for, I'm not going to say hair growth, but to make your hair a lot stronger. And we need our hair to be strong in order for it to grow. Step number 5 is protective hairstyling. Now, I know during this transitioning period, it's really difficult to find a way to wear your hair. So I wore a lot of buns, like a lot of updos. I never really wore my hair out because as I transitioned, I realized that, okay, my hair texture is gonna be the type where it's really, I guess, affected by humidity, which it really is now. But you're gonna want to keep your hair up or tucked away, maybe in braids or anything like that. Or another good way you can wear your hair if you want it to be out is you can do twist outs or braid outs or bantu knot outs. So yeah, those are some hairstyles that you can get used to as you transition from relaxed to natural. The last thing is tip number 6. There's a product that I found out about maybe the last half of my whole transitioning process or timing, and this product worked amazing. I can't believe I found it, and it's basically an alkaline hair softener, and I have it here. It's called New Options Natural Hair Care, and I'm not gonna go into detail on this because I'm gonna do a video coming up shortly on how to actually apply this to your hair. But this is really important, especially if you don't want any hassles. Like this will it's actually 99% chemical free, and it's just amazing. It allows you to have hair, well, straight hair, once you iron it, just like a perm. It looks really like a perm, but your hair doesn't convert. I don't know if that makes sense, but my upcoming video, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Okay, so stay tuned for that. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. And you know, those are basically all the tips that I have for transitioning. You know, if you have any questions or concerns, or if you just want to start a conversation with me in the comment box below, you can do that there. And I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful for you. So I will talk to you soon, and stay tuned for my next video.